How do you know that I am this consciousness because of which I am aware of the sense of being I am? How is that? This consciousness or awareness, because of which I am aware of what? Aware of the fact that I am. Because when this awarer has gone, then the awareness is. When the identification awareness has got with the body, mind, sense complex, then the I sense is born, and by which awareness I am aware of myself as I am. That awareness is witnessing everything. Witnessing my waking state, witnessing my dream state, witnessing my, what you call, sleep state. That's why it is called alupta drik. Alupta drik, it doesn't wink. No eyelids. For awareness, access. So, it illumines everything. It illumines everything. How do you know? Just look at the world. Look at the world. When you look at the world, are you aware of the world? Yes. Are you aware of the body? Yes. Are you aware of the mind? Yes. Are you aware of your ignorance? Yes. Are you aware of the fact that you are the awarer? Are you aware of the fact that I am the awarer? That is also aware by me. So the sense, the awarer has got a form and it comes and goes. But the awareness which illumines that awarer, because of which you play the game of life, and that awareness, it doesn't undergo any change and it is available to you and as what? As I. Not the local I, not the empirical I. Here the I is as reality. Not the empirical I which undergoes change, but as reality. That awarer is. That's why to know that I am conscious, you need to have the I sense. Without the I sense, you cannot know that I am conscious of I am. Without I sense, you cannot know. But to know because of which consciousness I am conscious of the fact that I am, that consciousness cannot be known as an object. Because of which consciousness I am conscious? Of what? I am conscious of the fact that I am. That means suddenly you are landing into this empirical order of reality. With this I sense, you are suddenly landing into the empirical order of reality. But the reality, that consciousness, because of which you are conscious of the fact that I am, that consciousness is what? Shastra will say, Chakshusha chakshuhu, Shrotrasya shrotram, Manaso manoyada, Vachoha vacham, Savu pranasya pranaha. It is the chakshu of your chakshu. Chakshuhu tatra negachati. Shrotrasya shrotram is the ear of the ear. Like that, by implication, this consciousness which is self-evident. It is Swada Siddha. Swada Siddha means what? The world is available to you for which you need to have a means of knowledge. Whatever world which is available to you in the form of Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsha ityadi, in the form of sound, in the form of taste, in the form of touch ityadi. Therefore, whatever world is available to you, and it is available to you through a pramana, through a valid means of knowledge. But to know that I am, your existence is not known to you because the world is. No, your existence is a self-revealing fact. You need not have a means of knowledge to know the fact that I am. I need not have a means of knowledge to know the fact that I am. I am, therefore, the world is. That means what? It is not through an instrument You are knowing your own existence. That is what is called self-existent. Therefore, Sat, when you say, that self-existent I, which you call absolute I, not this empirical I, which is otherwise called consciousness, is self-evident. And everything is evident to the self. Whatever is evident to the self is called Asat. See this. Therefore, when I say chair consciousness, I know the chair. When I say chair consciousness, that form of the chair and consciousness, what is the distance? Apple consciousness, the form of the apple and consciousness, what is the distance? So, whenever I say that chair, then what is happening? Consciousness plus a form called a chair, then the cognition of chair consciousness. Apple, the form plus consciousness, apple consciousness. Therefore, anything which you experience, and the experience which, the moment it takes place in you, the form of that object and consciousness, the distance is zero. Even the experience of being I am, that form is also illuminated by consciousness. Any object experience is also illuminated by consciousness. In fact, the I am is not the subject. On the standpoint of the world which you say, I am the subject, I am the one who is seeing, I am the seer. But once you shift your attention to the consciousness, the absolute reality which is free from time and space, then the sense of I am is equally as good as any other object in the world. So when I look at something, I am the seer. But the seer looks as though in the empirical order of reality as the subject, but the seer is also as good as any other object on the standpoint of the witness consciousness, which is self-evident. Therefore, that witness is an adjective we are using. And we have to take away that witnesshood from the consciousness, because the consciousness is all pervasive in the form of easiness in every object. Therefore, that vikara, any experience is what? Any experience is something, when it happens, it is not separate from I, the reality, the consciousness. Therefore, chair consciousness, between the chair and the consciousness, distance is zero. Between any object and the consciousness, distance is zero. And the one who is appropriating that experience, there should be someone to appropriate. See this, chair consciousness, when you say the form of the chair and consciousness, though the distance is zero, there is someone who appropriates it. That is called ahangara tattvam. The I sense interferes to appropriate it. Therefore you have the sense of I as the experiencer. It is your standpoint. Where you position yourself. If you are positioning yourself from the empirical order of reality, and you say, where is the real experiencer? The real experiencer, if you are positioning yourself in the empirical order of reality, and you analyze the subject-object, then every object which you see, there is an experiencer I. But the moment the experiencer I also would become equally any other object when you shift your emphasis into the consciousness. That consciousness, which is self-evident. You need not look for. See, Atma. You need not look for. Where is Atma? Atma is used in third person. People say, what? To gain Atma, what you have to do? Dhyanam. Then they will quote, Dhyanena Atmani Vindati. There is a quote. So you do Dhyana.